A lot of people want life-changing advice, but they're not willing to make changes in their life. In order for the life-changing advice to work, you have to make changes in your life. And this is like so important. I feel like so many people, they read these self-help, self-improvement books, but then they don't change anything. And if you haven't changed anything, then you haven't learned anything. Because learning is same condition, new behavior. So if you have a new behavior based on reading a book, then you've learned something that you can implement in your life, right? So if you want your life to improve drastically, then you also have to make changes in order to like see that improvement. Because there's two steps to like receiving this like whatever life-changing advice. The first step is understanding it, and then the second step is taking action based on it. Because what you're not changing, you're choosing. I've heard this quote quite a lot on social media now, and it's a really like effective way to just break down all of self-help into like one sentence. If you want something, you have to make changes in your life. So it's like if you want to like start going to the gym more consistently, you have to like get up and go to the gym. If you want to like start making YouTube videos, if you want the subscribers of YouTube, you want the outcome, well, you have to make changes in order to get that. You have to work hard in order to like, really put yourself out there. I've been doing this is like the 25th straight day that I've posted on YouTube, and it's been completely life-changing. And the only way that I could do this is by like making changes in my routine and by prioritizing this. And even though I only have like, right now I have 178 subscribers, this has been like such a great idea because I've been hopping on calls with people, and they've been saying that my videos have been helping them, and I'm able to coach them for free for the first session. You can sign up for one with the link in the description. But I've been coaching them for free, and it's been like really meaningful because even if a video gets like 20 views, that's still like 20 real people. And I've noticed that when I hop on these calls with people, I'm like, oh, okay, like I should actually really put effort in my videos, because even if it doesn't get that many views, there's still people that are watching. There's still people who are consistently consuming my content and what would be your content when you start making videos. So if you really want something, you got to make the changes in your life, and you don't have to make some sort of like drastic change. You just need to commit to one goal for like 30 days, something that you can build a habit around, something that will change your life. Like whatever it is, if it's a consistent, healthy habit, it could absolutely change your life. Like going to the gym will change your life. Posting videos consistently will change your life, because like I mentioned, like even if it seems like it's not a big impact, it's a lot bigger impact than it seems. Because for YouTube, like there's other people on the other side of the camera who are watching the videos. And then for like going to the gym, it's like you have to prioritize the rest of your day around getting to the gym. So it's like maybe you go to sleep earlier, maybe you eat healthier, maybe you make different friends. It'll completely change your life if you make these changes. But what you can't do is you can't sit around and complain about not having the results if you haven't put the work in, if you haven't made the changes in your life. So for 2025, like make sure that you ingrain this in your mind. And I'm sure you've been watching these videos, so it's like it's still there a bit, and you've been like contemplating making these changes. But make sure it's ingrained in your mind. Like, okay, what I'm not changing, I'm choosing. Like if I have the same routine and I expect different results, then that's not good. You know what I mean? Like the definition of insanity is literally doing the same thing and expecting different results. So it's like you can't complain about the outcome if you haven't made the changes. So just pick one thing. Maybe it's going to the gym, maybe it's starting a YouTube channel, maybe it's, making a website, something that you're like, okay, I can utilize a good portion of my time working on this, and it would be really meaningful if this made a difference in other people's lives. And it will. The thing is, like, it will. Like, even if it's a small difference, like you can't estimate it, because you live in a network of people. So like even if one person sees your video, if they put themselves out there in some way, and like that, if that impacts another person, then it's like it ends up being like a chain reaction. So instead of overthinking the results, just focus on the inputs. Focus on like what you can change. That's a really good advice. What you're not changing, you're choosing. So focus on the things that you can change in order to improve your life, because improvement, growth, that comes from change. Like people from your past, there's this term that they have, like, you changed, bro. Sometimes people say this in a negative way towards people, but it's like if you've grown, that is also changing. So it's like changing in and of itself is not a bad thing. It could be good or bad. Like it could be growth, or it could be something that's detrimental. But what we're going to focus on, obviously, is growth. So it's like you want to make the life-changing habits just get started as soon as you can and start small and then build from there. Because if you get 1% better, by the end of the year, you become 37 times better. Not 37%, 3,700%. You'll feel like a completely new person. And I know this even just from like recording these videos for the past 25 days. Like from the first day I was recording to now, I completely see like so much improvement. And the only reason is because I've just been doing this every day. So pick something where you can get 1% better, something that could be life-changing, something that you could commit to every day for the next 30 days. And it's going to be uncomfortable. It's not going to be easy, but just tough it out. And then it'll start to be a habit. It'll start to become part of your identity. It'll start to be something that you just do every day. So yeah, of course it's going to be uncomfortable because it'll feel like you're running uphill when you make changes. When you make changes, it's like you're running uphill, but then you get to the top of the hill and then it becomes somewhat smooth sailing. Like obviously there's still ups and downs, but it becomes a lot more smooth sailing once you get to the top of the hill. And once you're running downhill, you build the momentum and it becomes a lot easier. You start to see yourself as someone who can make these changes in your life. So listen, it won't be easy at first, but it will be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.